Hello, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Coaching Corner. It is me, Jamila, aka the IEP Coach. I am you guys know I'm always excited to be here every Tuesday because we get to talk about all things special education here at the Coaching Corner with me, the IEP Coach. So, as you are coming in, please share where you are tuning in from. Let me know where you are tuning in from. And also make sure you share out this live with as many people as possible. And as I'm telling you to share it out, I am sharing it out as well. I want to say Eid Mubarak to everyone who is celebrating the Eid. We celebrated for 3 days. I went to prayer yesterday, and I was just tired by the end of the day. Like, I was so tired. The Eid nap is real, but Eid Mubarak, and I pray everyone was able to celebrate with family and friends and enjoy themselves. So yes. So tonight we are talking about closing out the school year. So definitely share this out. These tips will apply to many people. So let's share it out. And it is getting hot over here on the East Coast. We are going through a heat wave this week. Oh Lord. I hope everyone is in the air. Go outside if you need to. If you don't have to, stay inside. But yes, let's share out this live and let me know where you are tuning in from. All right, so let me share this out right now. Here we go. Tune in now. And let me just make sure we are good over here on LinkedIn because we are live streaming on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So let me just double check. LinkedIn seems like we're good. Yes, we are good on LinkedIn. So let's go ahead and get started. So again, welcome everyone. We have a lot going on here at the IEP Coach, and I don't want to forget anything. So, first off, again, share this out with as many people as possible. Share out the live. Tag people who need to be listening to this live. Make sure you tag them. So, we are having a summer pre-sale on our Master IP course, so you will get it for 50% off because summertime you have time to actually focus in on things that you need support with. If you need support with understanding the IEP and learning how to read it and understanding it, our Master IP course is on sale, 50% off, and I'm going to drop the link in the comments. Also, we have um, a parent summer series that we are pre-selling now. It is our three popular workshops for parents. It is the IEP in a nutshell. It's the request to results. And it's IEP versus 504s. Those are our most popular parent workshops. So definitely, you get all three for $47. So you definitely want to make sure you take advantage of that. If you are on Instagram, you could click the link in the bio and click the link for parent webinar series. I'm going to drop the link for the parent webinar series. You definitely want to take advantage of this. You're getting at a very discounted rate. So that way parents, you can take advantage of educating yourselves um, about learning about the IEP 504 and then how to make evaluation requests. So I just dropped that link in the chat comment section there. Definitely save it, share it out. It's asynchronous, so you can play it at your own leisure. The Master IEP course is not like you're watching a bunch of videos at one time. You're watching each section of the IEP has its own video. So you can definitely go at your own pace. Okay. Let me just double check, make sure we don't have any questions. If you guys have any questions at all, definitely share them in the comment section. So you can go ahead and share any questions you have. You can share it in the comment section, and I will address them as when I get to our Q&A part. If you want to just drop them in so that you do not forget, feel free to do that as well. So I already dropped our Master IP course information in the chat, and I've shared our parent summer series link is in the chat as well. So share it out. If you're on Instagram, click the link in the bio and you will see the link for it. Okay. And last but not least, we're doing coaching as well. And if you're interested in taking part, in our coaching, you can click here. You can book a call with us to discuss coaching. You may be a new teacher. We got a lot of, I want to say, 2-year, 4-year, 3-year, 5-year teachers who have been engaging with our content. So if you are interested in that, you can definitely book a call with us if you are interested in coaching, any form of coaching, group coaching, one-to-one coaching. You can definitely you can definitely book a call and take part, because we'll tailor the coaching to whatever your needs are. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Going live, just sending it to just a few more people. Going live. Alrighty, so tonight we're talking about closing out, and this is the Sped edition, closing out your school year, special education edition. All right, so if you are a special education teacher, if you are a case manager, if you are any of those things, definitely tune in because you want to make sure you close out this year strong and in compliance. Okay, you don't want to close the year out and you're not in compliance. It's the worst. You don't want to do that. Okay, and you definitely don't want to do that. All right, so all right, so first tip, make sure all of your IEPs are complete. Make sure all of your IEPs are complete. If for any reason your IEPs are not complete or they cannot be completed, make sure it is documented and it's documented why they are not complete. Document that so that way it shows that you did everything on your part to make sure you get those IEPs completed. All right. So you definitely want to make sure that you do all that you can to get your IEPs completed. And if there is any type of circumstances that will keep you from completing them, you want to make sure you document that so that way you have proof that you did everything you needed to do so that way you could get those IEPs completed. All right. So that is the first tip. Tip number 2, you want to make sure all of the original signed documentation is filed correctly and you have it sent to your district office, central office, however your network or your district does it. You want to make sure all the originals are at the central office wherever they keep the special education files. You want to make sure all of the signed originals are in that student's file. Okay. You do not keep any originals. All of those original signed documents, they have to be filed in that student's IEP folder, which is kept at whatever locations is at central location. It could be at your it could be at central office, it could be at your district office, it could be at your network office, wherever they keep the special education files. And those files need to be locked up. Everyone does not have access to the files. Okay? Only people who have access to the files are the case managers and the LEA and the psychologists. And the psychologists, the related service providers, normally they just view them online, but psychologists and case managers and the LEA, which is normally the principal, have access to the files. They should always be kept locked up, okay? So you want to make sure you did not accidentally send any originals home, and you want to make sure all the originals are in that student's IEP file, okay? Now, you want to make sure you keep your files, all of your IEP data that you collected for the year, you want to make sure that you keep it for a year. Keep it for at least another year. All of your students' IEP data and any assessments on your students, all of your students, no matter if they had an IEP or not, keep that data for at least a year, because sometimes when your students move on from you, they could go on to another school. Sometimes parents may need to seek a lawyer for a particular reason, and they want to get information from the previous year, from the previous teachers, and you want to make sure you have some data to present to say, well, this year when they were in this grade, this is how they were functioning, this is what they did. Okay, I can give you a prime example. I had a student who moved on to the 8th grade. His father wanted him to go to a specialized school, and they definitely reached out to us. Dad got a lawyer reached out to us, and they were requesting information from us from when he was last with us. And luckily, I saved my files for a year, and I taught English, so I had all of his assessment information for that particular year. Thank you. Every student excels, and I am Dr. Will. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you. So you definitely want to make sure you keep those files, you keep that information, and you want to make sure all of your files that you keep as a case manager, IEP data, assessment data, you lock up all your things. If you don't have a lock, if your closet doesn't lock, get zip ties. Get them. Ask your office or the custodial worker. Ask them if they have zip ties and to lock up your cabinets, to lock up your closet. Okay, because we know things can walk out of your classroom over the summer, so you want to make sure you have everything locked up so no one can remove things from your room. Okay. Now, next thing, you also want to make sure if your students will be getting any new case, a new case manager, you want to make sure you share information with that new case manager about your current caseload. Let's say your current caseload is moving on to another school or moving on to another grade. You want to make sure you share information with the new case manager, so that way they have just information starting out the new year, already knowing who they're going to be getting. And you can be honest with that case manager and just say, listen, you have to push this student. Listen, make sure this student is around everything that they need, because they like to move a lot. You know what I mean? Make sure you just give them that information. Okay. And then also, if it's possible, if you can, perhaps have a meeting with your students and a new case manager. You may be able to do it over Zoom. You may be able to take a physical trip over to that school, like a transition trip, a transition meeting, so they can meet them, because it will help with the transition as they go to a new building, and it helps with the transition of acclimating them with the new case manager as well. So if you're able to do that, definitely do that. Sometimes you may not know who the new case manager is going to be, and so you may not be able to do that. But if you can, definitely do that. And last but certainly not least, reward yourselves, teachers. Reward yourselves, case managers. You made it until the end of the year. I know it was a lot. All the IEP meetings, all of the writing the IEPs. I don't know how many IEPs you guys have written. We've made a post about how special education teachers feel at the end of when they have completed their last IEP meeting. We got so much engagement on that post, and so many teachers were saying, yes, oh my God, I wrote 33 IEPs this year. Oh my God, I'm so happy. My last IEP meeting is this week. Oh my God, I can't wait. Like, we got so much engagement on that post. And I can truly relate to that. I know exactly what it feels like when you have done your last IEP meeting. You're like, finally, I am done. Because sometimes it feels like it's never ending. It's IEP after IEP after IEP. You're like, when is it ever gonna end? But listen, it's the end of the year. Reward yourselves, teachers. Reward yourselves. You made it until the end of the year. If that is taking a nap, reward yourself. If that is taking yourself out for dessert, taking yourself out to dinner, watching your favorite movie, curling up in a blanket and just being still, just sitting in the quiet, or just sitting in your car in silence. However you want to reward yourself, okay? Because you made it through this year. All right? Now, before I move on, does anybody have any questions about any of the tips that I shared, or you have a special education question, or you're not sure about something? Please share. Hi, Miss Portia. Hi, simply put in it. Hello. Does anybody have any questions that they want to share? And I know it takes you a moment to type out your questions. That is fine. I am going to drop all the links again in the chat for you guys. Oh, somebody has a comment. Hold up, let me read it. Not a comment, somebody, I think it's a question. Okay, it says, hold on. Hold on. Oh, okay. And before I forget, we shared out a post to see if any, and this is only for special education teachers, if anyone is interested in doing in a virtual networking session to connect with other special education teachers and to connect with me, the IEP coach. We can talk about special education topics and how we can support what you need. If you are interested in that, please send us a DM or send us an email. We would love to share our information with you guys about that. So if you have any information, if you're interested in taking part in that virtual networking session, please again send us a DM or send us an email letting us know that you are interested. And I am dropping the links to everything we posted. We posted our parent summer series. You're getting 3 workshops for the price of basically like one for $47. You definitely want to take advantage of this pre-sale. You're getting our top 3 parent workshops in that parent summer series, and it's all asynchronous. It's online. You can view it at your leisure. Our Master the IEP course is 50% off. You can learn how to read and understand an IEP from beginning to end. And also, if you're interested in coaching, we are having some pre-sales with our coaching as well, so you can definitely book a call with us. I'm dropping the links again right here. Hold on. So I dropped the links. I dropped the links there. And I'm just gonna wait and see, does anyone else have any questions? I want to give you time to type out your questions. So all the links are there on LinkedIn. I shared the links again. Any questions? Any questions? Okay, I don't think we have any questions at all. So, as always, guys, before we end, please make sure that it's getting hot. So, please make sure that you stay hydrated. You keep yourself in cool environments. If you go outside, if you have to, if you don't, please stay inside where it's cool and keep yourself hydrated. Please drink plenty of water and always stay safe. And please be kind to yourself, okay? You are only capable of doing what you are allowed to do. You are a human being, and you have to be mindful of your capacity as a person. And please don't burn yourself out, okay? To all my teachers out there, all my special education teachers out there, congratulations. Some of you finished your last day of school last week. Some of you finished this week. Some of you finish next week. So congratulations, and please remember to reward yourselves, and we will see you next Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have an amazing, amazing evening. Bye.